Number 7, mechanisms. So the old 80-20 rule that everybody knows but nobody truly seems to understand is that a few of the inputs gives you a majority of the outputs. 20% of customers buy 80% of the stuff that exists out there, which makes the webinar really effective, by the way, because they go after the 20% by nature. Those are the people that are looking and will spend 2 hours on a topic to get just a small advantage out of it. That's your 20%. So when it comes to teaching any paradigm, there are generally 3 to 5 elements, 3 to 5 inputs that will get the output of that paradigm. So out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of things that are important, what are the vital 3 or vital 4? That's what I try to hone in on. So if I can only teach these things and teach nothing else about the topic, could I get somebody reasonably successful? Could I get them to the outcome that they desire? And that's what I focus on with every single webinar. I'm not a 3 secrets kind of guy. I'll leave that to Russell. I think secrets are kind of cliche, and at the same time, secrets can be limiting structurally. So sometimes my 3 things are a step-by-step process. Other times they're not. They're just, these are the considerations. Other times they're the components. Sometimes they are the secrets. I don't really get too caught up on what is and isn't a secret. I just say, if I had to make a majority of people the most successful at this particular topic, and there's only 3 to 5 areas I could focus on to teach them this, what would those be? And then that becomes the whole focus of the webinar content portion, the training portion. If you follow that, you will train better. Forget selling for a second. If you just chopped off the pitch at the end of these webinars and just did that for your training content, you would see a significant increase in satisfaction towards your content. Then once we teach the mechanism, so it's essentially the formula for the mechanism. So this is like A, B, C, D. So on step A, B, C, D. We introduce each mechanism. We explain why it's important, why it's considered so valuable as an input. Then we define it, what it is exactly, and what's involved with it, then how to use it. And that's really important. We don't just say, here's how to use it. Without the proper context, most people will be stuck. Doesn't matter what you teach them, they're not ready to get on the bus and go into that world yet. So more is important on here's what it is, here's why it's important, here's what's involved, and then how to use it. If you do those other things, the how-to becomes obvious. Like if you could tell somebody, hey, sleep is the most important thing that you can do for your health. So let me just show you how to sleep. You forget even saying that it's the most important thing. You say, here's how you sleep better. Step 1, you do this. Step 2, you do this. Step 3, you do this. You lost them. But if you really break it down and at first you set it up, out of all the different things that you could do to influence your health, there's one thing that you can do that is more important than everything else. It is the one thing more scientists agree on than anything else that ever exists. It's something that you have a dedicated portion in your house where you do this on a nightly basis, hopefully. It's called sleep. Now here's what's involved with sleep. And you see what I'm doing here? And then you get into here's how you use it. And we teach each mechanism that way. Here's the first mechanism. Here's what it is. Here's why it's important. Here's what's involved. And here's how to use it. And we try to not get too much into the how-to. One really good insight is more important than 10 decent insights. One amazing, aha, I got this, is more important than 100. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we want ahas. We always want these ahas and these different mechanisms that we're teaching. We want ahas.